If you're working in retail, shrink, loss, theft, it just comes with the territory. But it is preventable, and picking the right partner is essential. We're here talking today with Eric White of Tyco Retail Solutions to keep your losses to a minimum. Eric's always great to see you, sir.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hey, I want to talk about theft today. So you're working with retailers every week. Where's the biggest opportunity right now for theft?
Well, the opportunity is always where the merchandise is. So whether that is in a brick and mortar store on the shelf or whether that's virtually through the digital world and having it somewhere in transport come to someone's house, the opportunity to steal that product is wherever it is, distribution center, store, and you know the criminal will find the opportunity and create one if they can't find one.
I want to talk about that brick and mortar element for just a second, because I know with Tyco, you guys are always on the forefront of new technology. What's technology-wise are you seeing in the brick and mortars that's helping to deter theft?
Well, we're seeing a real acceleration in the ability to identify product in the industry. And so being able to tell when someone comes in the store, when they approach a product, when they remove the product from the shelf, where it is in the store, who it's associated with. I mean, there's a number of ways with technology to be able to do that today. The question becomes, how do you operationalize that in a cost-effective way to make it worth the investment? So it's great to know that a customer removed a high-value product from the shelf and they put it in a smart shopping cart. That smart shopping cart with sensors can tell that that product is now associated with that cart. Through a virtual basket, I can tell if the customer opens an app, I can tell that those three things are now linked together and they're moving in sequence around the store as a unit. And then as they approach the checkout, ideally, wouldn't it be great if they could just walk out the door and make a mobile payment? So that's the direction that technology's headed to facilitate retail. From a security standpoint, you want all those same things. You want to just not interrupt that flow. And then point number two is you can't add such a cost burden with your technology to protect an item that you really offset any of the benefits. So the technology is growing. It's accelerating at a great pace. We're seeing really cool new stuff. Trying to do those same things with different types of technology, whether that's technology that talks via video analytic or technology that talks via a beacon or talks in some other way through an RF signal. It's communicating and associating product with a person or with a shopping cart or with a basket or with something, and then where they are in proximity in the store and as they approach the exit and leave the store.
Well, I want to jump to the online shopper for just a second. A lot of times in the news when we hear about theft of online, it's just somebody walking up to your doorstep, grabbing the package and running away. From your vantage point, working with Tyco, what are you seeing in online theft and how does Tyco step in to help?
Well, so I'm seeing a real uptick in the sale of Doberman pinchers because there's nothing more fun than saying sick 'em when somebody's stealing your Christmas packages off your steps. Now that's a really frustrating thing that happens, but what we're seeing is in the digital world, it's really less about physical theft and more about fraud. That transaction is what gets defrauded. So you see things like identity theft rising to the top of concerns with an omni-channel or online sale, and people setting up fencing operations where they can have products shipped to a location for a period of time, pay with a fraudulent method, and then move that operation quickly, take the merchandise. So yeah, it's frustrating when somebody steals something off from your front door, but it's much more profitable for bad guys to steal the entire trailer or to set up a way that you're shipping them product and then you find out it was lost later on.
That's great information. Eric, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast today.
Absolutely. Thank you.